all-star format, and much.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to the second quarter of the award ceremony.
With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. And both these teams, Brent, love to push the ball, push the pace. What are some things that all great fast break teams have in common?
The biggest thing, Kevin, is that you have committed runners on the wing. Point guards, their vision of the floor, their peripheral vision, they're always looking for guys. If they have guys committed to, once the ball is rebounded by their team, that their first two steps are hard and they're filling the lanes, then excitement and opportunities for highlights are coming.
Running with a purpose.
Running with a purpose, running ahead of the ball, and then attacking the rim with great consistency. Having great runners helps the fast break game.
Good point. And now the Lakers starting group. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. LeBron James is out there with Ingram. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. Over Durant. LeBron shot is off.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense. Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the pass to Rondo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. Gets a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Green. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Caldwell Pope outside. LeBron passes to McGee, and it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. Seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they let these get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now with a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 8 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And that one, good.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing him shoot from that kind of distance.
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. Durant, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Curry from deep three-point land. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo kicks to James. Over Durant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Warriors leading by 11. Outside Durant. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Screen by Cousins. Durant against James. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's Durant missing. Lakers trail by 11. Out to Ingram. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Curry gets the bucket.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Outside Rondo to the inside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Green. Unable to get that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Ingram attacking. Pass to James. Kicks it to Rondo. And they call an illegal screen here. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Green, the screen. A deep 3 from Durant. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 13. Ingram passes to Rondo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Screen by Cousins. Green with a screen for Thompson. Curry outside. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. James kicks to Rondo. McGee is screen on Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Eight seconds left in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Livingston. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Bell is out there with Yarebko, and there's Livingston, and there's Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Yarebko can't get it to go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players. The front office seems slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. That one goes in.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a two-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Here's Ball. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Beasley the screen. Shot clock at 5. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Passes to Kuzma from downtown. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors leading by 16. On the wing, Iguodala. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Iguodala's got 4 this quarter.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Beasley the screen. Ball with it. Kuzma with a screen on Curry. Here's Ball. And the shot falls short this time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the paint.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table. along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Now, here's Thompson over Hart, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, whether it's from the three-point line or the top of the key, it's repeatable from Klay Thompson. Beautiful jumper.
Now the pass to LeBron. Over Bell. And the shot is long. Warriors leading by 20. Now here's Livingston. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Buries it down low. Iguodala's got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Opening night is upon us. Every team looking to come out of the gate strong. As we know, only half are going to get to the end.
Don't tell him that, Kevin.
I know you can't.
Let it breathe a little bit. Yeah. It is a long season. The teams, as we've seen in the past, sometimes what we're watching here tonight, 6 or 7 members of that team might not be on it come February. So you got to temper your expectations. Watch the way guys have maybe improved from last season coming into this season. Excited about young teams and the opportunity of their potential, but things can change quickly in this league.
But don't you love the optimism at this time of year?
No doubt about it. Everybody's fired up for the opportunity to show what it is, especially as a player, what you worked on in the offseason to bring it to the hardwood and show your coaching staff the type of work you put in.
And some changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jordan Bell. Green comes in for Jerebko. And Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball.
Yeah, LeBron on the alley-oop. Great getting loose on the backside, and what a pass.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Off target from the wing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ingram. It's rebounded by Golden State.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And that's the shot Durant uses to torment every opponent. Try to keep him from attacking the hoop and then just watch him drain the triple.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He kicks to Ingram. McGee sets the pick for Rondo. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, that's a creative pick and roll right there as Rondo is just waiting and toying and puppeting the defense. Even though the skills have slipped for Rondo and there's been some areas where maybe he hasn't been a great fit for whatever reason, he is a natural playmaker, and last year showed signs of getting back to that kind of form, playing alongside Holiday, AD, and of course his old running mate from his Sacramento Kings days, DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah, it seemed like Rajon Rondo that was reeled in last year and back to being laser focused.
And that one misses.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Curry way outside. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. LeBron passes to Caldwell-Pope. Pass to McGee. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Cousins. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by McGee.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Curry against Rondo. Outside Curry. Thompson for the triple. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size is what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points and 2 assists. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Warriors leading by 18.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Brandon Ingram's out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rondo in at the point.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Lakers trail by 16. Brent, some wondered whether they changed their name to the San Francisco Warriors. Like before, they're going to stick with Golden State.
Yeah, too much history, I think, in Oakland. They don't want to do anything to disturb the fan base. This is the Bay Area's team, and you mentioned it. It does have a history, Kevin, starting off back in San Francisco in the 60s, and they become a powerhouse. It seems even more fitting to claim the entire state, the Golden State Warriors. Well, last season was just devastating for DeMarcus Cousins, a big man with an Achilles tear, and that's a tougher injury usually for a heavier or taller player, and DeMarcus is both of those. It happened right before the All-Star break. I hated to see it, but happy he's been able to get back on the road to recovery, and hopefully he'll regain his All-Star form.
And the first one drops. And with Cousins and his Achilles, quite often a very lengthy recovery, and you aren't guaranteed, Brent, to be the same afterwards.
No, I think that's the biggest concern, obviously. The one thing that Cousins has, though, is with his size and strength, that if he can get down the floor, he can still dominate from that position. But yes, I'm with you, Kevin. We all are hopeful that Cousins can have the athletic ability and the mobility that he had prior to the injury.
And the dunk by James.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Cousins. Curry kicks to Cousins. Golden State moving it around. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Curry, good. Curry's got 16 points.
Yeah, I feel like the ball really isn't even getting anywhere close to the rim. It's all cotton right now.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
Los Angeles with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Josh Hart comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Now, here's James, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And he gets it to go. 8 points for LeBron.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Curry. He's got 16. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got his second bucket.
So quick and so good, Klay Thompson.
James, the pass to Kuzma. McGee is screen on Green. Kuzma can't get it to go.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range, even though last year, obviously just 9 games, he's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trailblazers over the past couple of seasons.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Here's Hart, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
He's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Hart kicks to James. Will it go? And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jordan Bell's checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Last season, LeBron James becoming just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 points in a career.
Well, he's like a rare steak, Kevin. Obviously, he's not done. Might have the best shot of catching Kareem when it's all said and done in terms of total points scored in the league. Maybe approach 40,000, but ultimately, he's definitely in the top 3.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Shooting two.
That's good from Ball.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Ingram comes in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Hart. He's perfect from the line this time. And 1:01 left in the third. Pass to Iguodala. Kicks it to Livingston. Yep, it counts.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Ingram. Beasley the screen. Iguodala against Ingram. Lock at 6. Stevenson inside the three-point line. And it's off the back rim, no good. Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Curry passes to Livingston. Stevenson outside, shoots it up. And Ingram the bucket on the assist from Stevenson. And that's now 7 points for Brandon Ingram.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop. And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense. Offense, simple passes will get it done, right? You guys look great, though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Jonas Jerebko out there with Bell. Then it's Jones. And there's Livingston. And it's Cook in at the point. Here's Jerebko. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
Yarebko hits them both. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Here's Stevenson. And the pass to Zubac. Beasley the screen. Here's Rondo. Hits the front of the rim and out. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Jerebko the screen. Bell dishes to Cook. Goes up from the top of the key, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Here's Rondo. Stevenson outside. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. The Warriors shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Back to Livingston. And he banks in the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Cook. There's the dish to Jones. Some nice passing by Golden State here from the baseline. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Cook's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these 2 squads.
Beasley sets a screen for Stevenson. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Bell passes to Livingston. About a quarter of the players in the NBA were born outside the USA. Brent, could that percentage swell to half within a couple decades?
I don't think we're ever going to get that far with foreign-born players, but it's exciting to see all the representation around the league. We've certainly had some standouts, and I'm a little bit sad that this year might be the last year we see one of the most incredible players, if not the best European player the league's ever seen, in Dirk Nowitzki, probably retiring in Dallas after the year.
No good from outside. The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Outside Rondo. Here's Stevenson, and Jones sends it back. Here is Cook. He's covered by Rondo. Jerebko the screen. Back to Jones. Jerebko kicks to Bell. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be and gets a little lazy about what it could be.
Evans, he's checked in for the Warriors. There's 1:26 left in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
McGee, foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting 2.
That's good from McGee. He's perfect from the line this time. 44 seconds left in the game. Jerebko the screen. Evans outside. Over in the corner, Livingston. He kicks it to Jerebko. Just 5 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Beasley.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting for Golden State, Jonas Jerebko. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Jerebko hits them both. And here's the Lakers. Rondo passes to LeBron. Shoots over Livingston. On target from 13 feet.
How smart is LeBron James right there? Just amazing, knowing when to drive, when to stop, and when to pop.
Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.